Feeling overwhelmed in a world that never slows down. I know I am. But what if all it took to reset was about 90 seconds?
Yeah, today we're talking about the power of pausing. And joining us is mindfulness teacher and author Jillian Pansky. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first of all, what actually is the power of the pause? What does that mean?
There is so much power in intentionally pausing to calm our body, to deepen our breath, to settle our nervous system so that we can choose to respond instead of react all day long and in our lives to ourselves and each other.
Yeah. And sometimes that is so hard to do,
Yes.
just to take that moment. I'm curious, from your perspective, why is it important for both mental and emotional health?
Yeah, when we are stuck in the stress response, which so many of us are, and this is not a character trait or a personality fault, it's our survival system, our stress mode, literally stuck in response to the chronic stress of our lives. It depletes us. It gives us, digestive issues, sleepless nights, irritability, and we can't really think our way out of stress. That's the big aha moment. Stress doesn't happen and relaxation doesn't happen just by thinking our way out of it. We need a tool, we need a practice to bring ourselves back into our body, into a state of calm where we can switch out of reactive mode and into a more healing state for our body, but also the ability to show up with a clear mind to manage our emotions and really participate in our days with more choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well said.
And we hear all the time, just relax. And that does not work. Sometimes it has the opposite effect. Why doesn't that actually work, that kind of reminder to relax?
Yeah, I've been practicing for 30 years, and I can assure you that when my child or my family member tells me to relax, no matter how expert of a relaxer I am, it just sort of gets me less relaxed. But again, relaxation is entirely dependent on the state of the nervous system. If we are in survival mode, stress mode, we are designed to protect ourselves. We are designed not to relax. It's not wise, literally, for our body. So our body is smart this way. Our mind is smart this way. If we want to begin being more neurologically relaxed, not just feel more at ease and feel better, but literally actually have a new capacity to breathe deeply and calm ourselves and clear our mind, it begins in the body, not the head, not thinking our way out of it. So we can actually let our bodies physically land on the ground. We're all sitting in chairs or standing on the floor. Bring our awareness out of our head down into our body on the ground. Take a deep breath and relax on purpose. Maybe drop our shoulders, maybe release our jaw, all in 3 breaths intentionally, and it shifts everything.
Yeah. Maybe you have just described this, but I'm curious about one simple thing people at home can do right now just to pause and reset.
My favorite tool to offer anybody, it's so accessible anytime. I call it the sand timer, the hourglass. Imagine your body as an hourglass. Imagine it turned upside down and that heaviness, that intensity, that weight and sand in your head, your thinking and busyness. On 3 breaths, just imagine the sand in you draining from your head to your shoulders. On another breath, from your shoulders to your waist. And on one more breath, from your waist down onto the ground. And just taking that very brief, intentional moment really helps.
Awesome. Jillian, what's your website if people want to learn more, maybe when they want to grab a copy of The Power of the Pause?
It is my name, JillianPransky.com, my author name, and you'll find a lot more about the pause on my site and in the book.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for pausing with me.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you. Absolutely.